officially kicked this one off to get the season underway.
The longtime Panther Graham Gano has us set for a start as we are underway from MetLife Stadium. Not something you expect to see from the opening kickoff, that's for sure, and they will start at the 40. Wishing he had a mulligan. That's not how you want to start the game.
Not at all, because not only do you give up the penalty and good field position, but it just kills the momentum of your team as you start a game.
From the shot. Jones. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early, because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
They'll go play action. Here's McCarthy. Finds his man. There's Jordan Addison. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. 22 yards there, a first down. Well, there you go, Charles, the first completed pass of his young career.
And we expect it not to be his last. Very good to get the first one out of the way, though, as he begins his career.
So the drive takes him into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. Up the middle, Jones. And he's down into the red zone at the 15 after a gain of 15. 1st and 10.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
A first red zone opportunity the new year here as they come up now 1st and 10. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. Shreds the tackle. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. The impressive opening drive continues, and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
First down marker at the 5. It's 2nd and goal. Man in motion is Agnew. Again, it's Jones. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4.
Holding offense.
All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion, and sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Man in motion is Agnew. He'll get it here on the jet sweep. Fights him off. And he's going to get it inside the 10 to the 7-yard line. A nice job there as he rumbles for 9. And it'll be back to a 3rd and 3.
Well, I sure wouldn't be surprised if we see more of this as this game goes on, because we know they like to use their wideouts either on quick throws or on jet sweeps like what we just saw there. And to say that that one worked well, partner, that's stating the obvious.
Here's 3rd and 3. Looking to throw McCarthy. He's got his target. That's complete. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. Jones is not going anywhere. He'll be hit and dropped for no gain at the 2-yard line. Nothing at all on that one. It'll be second down. Man in motion is Sherfield. Jones again, but he will go backwards as he's stopped for a loss. That's a big loss of 3, and it... down.
This has not been a fun sequence for him at all. First and goal, no gain. Second and goal, he ends up losing yardage. He may be trying to talk him into getting the ball 3rd time, but I think it's going to be difficult for him to win that battle.
To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. Bobby Okereke, the man who broke it.
Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
And his kick is good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
A lane opens here. He's past the 30. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. The Giants offense ready to go to work, and they'll do so behind Daniel Jones in his 6th season now out of Duke.
And he's coming off an injury-shortened season where he only played in 6 games, going 1-5 over that span, with just 3 total touchdowns on the year. But the Giants have a lot of confidence in him. They didn't draft a quarterback this year, and they're looking for him to bounce back and prove that last year was an anomaly.
Go, dog, dog, dog.
Now Jones. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
And they get to him right out of the gate, and this defense hoping that that's a harbinger of things to come.
Yeah, when you give up a first-place sack, makes your quarterback wonder if he's going to go to the sidelines and talk with his offense coordinator and head coach and say, hey, you know that game plan we put together? we might need to change it right now.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. They need 12 here. It's third down.
Here we go, hey. Hey, wide shift, Mac. Elsa.
On third down, they go with Singletary. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a fourth down.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Giants first down. And they convert in style right there. A big play on 4th and long.
Here we go, hey.
They'll run a draw now with Singletary. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter.
3-0 after one on EA Sports.
Ready to roll for the second quarter from MetLife Stadium. The Giants with the football from Viking territory now. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 47.
Why shift to Crude? Why shift to Crude?
Throwing Jones.
Open man downfield is Johnson.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Really not. 25 yards.
Chip. Goldfish.
Back to throw now on first down. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Up we go.
Off the play fake. Jones. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Andrew Booth picks it off. And the Vikings are... at their own 30-yard line. And that's a ball that he is going to want to keep, his first career interception in the National Football League.
And I love what teams do when that happens. You bring the ball to the sideline, the equipment guy grabs it, he puts a piece of tape on it, writes on it so that you know what it is, and then they tuck it away so that you can have it for later and put it on your mantle. Pretty good deal for him right there. Now he's eager to get back out on the field and get his second one.
He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down. An inside give to Jones. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 43 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd down and 7. They'll go again to Jones. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backward.
defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Throw. McCarthy. That is caught. He's into space past the 25 and down to the 16-yard line.
The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards.
This is what made the West Coast offense a staple around the NFL in the 80s and 90s. You don't have to push the ball deep downfield to come up with big plays, and there's an example of that right there.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. And now they'll stop play here, at least momentarily. A member of the Vikings in some discomfort after that last play. 2nd and 9.
Now the toss to Jones, running right. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18.
Holding offense.
So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
Smart move to throw that one away. You're in field goal range, so you definitely don't want to be loose with the ball. And that's great work by this defense to force a 4th down.
And his kick here is good. And they're able to double their lead in this first half. It's 6-0.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
And that's going to skip into the end zone for a touchback.
So the Giants getting the football back here for their 2nd drive. They had the auspicious beginning to the season, a first drive turnover. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10.
Okay, here we go.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw.
Jones in trouble here, and down he goes.
He'll wind up losing 3 there on the sack. Good pressure, and it's 2nd down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13.
Half jumbo, half jumbo.
Back to throw. Jones under pressure, and they got to him again. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside. After that sack, 3rd and long, tough spot for Jones and the Giants.
Looking to throw. Jones. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. This offense converted once on fourth down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. They'll try and throw for it here. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs.
Here's McCarthy.
Drops it to Jones in the flat. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. And that will bring up second down.
Another completion there. And you think about the draft back in the spring. He's selected in the first round, getting the start here, as we mentioned, in week 1. It's got to be quite a whirlwind for a young quarterback.
Absolutely, because going in the first round, people are going to clamor for you to be the starter right away, but many teams want you to get your feet wet first, maybe just kind of hang out behind a veteran starter. In this case, though, he ascended right to the top roll, and I know he's excited about the opportunity.
A yard all they need, but it's third down. McCarthy operating from the gun.
And it's caught. So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And it'll be fourth down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on third down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
So the snap will come from the 3, but remember, they don't need the touchdown. They can get the first down if they get a yard, and the ball gets to the 2. And he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And that will force a turnover on downs. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
After a play like that, there should be congratulations all the way around, I think, because if you can stop a big fullback like that, that's not easily done.
Yeah, he does not go down easily. You're right, but he did there.